everyone. If you're watching this video, then you are part of the TTOR army, an army that is building itself up one subscriber at a time. And as you can see from the title and thumbnail of today's video, today we're going to be talking about OBS, the software that I use to record my videos. And it's not a tutorial video, it's actually talking about OBS, because OBS is in the internet news for the wrong reasons. So as you can see right here on the screen, we have a tweet by Lumpy Potato X2, who wrote the following on Twitter. He said, "We demand answers, OBS project. In your support forums, a user requested the addition of Rumble Video to the list of platforms for connection, as most platforms are currently included. Your COO, Joel Bethke, responded with, Rumble has not provided anything, and even if they did, they host hateful and racist content, and we want nothing to do with their platform. Since then, you have removed the post. We need clarity on this issue." And then he includes a screenshot of the actual post in question, which you can see right here, was an actual post in the OBS Studio Ideas and Suggestions section of their website, which literally says, "Why isn't Rumble listed under the services dropdown? Rumble has already provided OBS with all the proper information." And then declined, Joel Bethke. "Rumble has not provided anything, and even if they did, they host hateful and racist content, and we want nothing to do with their platform." We see Chief Trumpster also commenting on the issue, saying, "OBS has gone woke, and Rumble isn't listed under a drop-down menu on their software because Rumble hosts hateful content. Every platform they host, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, hosts far worse content, yet they are allowed to be on the drop-down menu. Shame on OBS." So the big brouhaha about OBS right now is that they do not have Rumble as an option on their drop-down menu for streaming destinations, unlike YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And people are upset about that, not because Rumble's not a drop-down option, but because when the idea was brought up on OBS's forums, the CEO of OBS actually commented on the thread and said that even if they had the information to make Rumble a option on their drop-down menu for streaming destinations, they would refuse to do so because Rumble hosts hateful and racist content on their website. When Chief Trumpster says that every platform they hosts far worse content, yet they are allowed to be on the drop-down menu, he's not incorrect. The worst content in terms of hate and racism that you can find on the internet is not on Rumble. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitter. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitch, etc. So that part is true. But even though this is all true, I'm not in the big brouhaha about this. I actually don't care that OBS's CEO came out and said this. You know why I don't care? Well, it's primarily for the same reasons that the Shagsworth said in his tweet on the issue. He quote-tweeted Lumpy Potato X2 and said in response, "OBS is an open source program. There are plugins that allow you to stream to Rumble. That has not been taken away. He said some stupid censored for sure, but streaming to Rumble has not been denied to you. We can't just be offended by everything." And yes, that is true. Being offended by this is basically outrage mob behavior. We don't need to do this. And everything he said is true. OBS, which you can see their main website here, obsproject.com. OBS, which stands for Open Broadcaster Software. It is a professional level software for streaming and recording videos. And if you scroll down all the way to the bottom of the front page, you go under Contribute and you click on GitHub. Oh my goodness, look at that. OBS has a GitHub page, which all open source projects tend to have a GitHub page. So even though the CEO of OBS is a stupid moron for a variety of reasons for making that comment on that forum, the fact of the matter is that OBS is an open source project. It's not something that is guarded. It's some big tech thing. Anyone can contribute to the OBS code. Anyone can copy the OBS code and make their own spin-off of OBS if they wanted to. Furthermore, you don't even need a special plugin on OBS to stream to Rumble. Now, when I open up my OBS software right now, and I go to the settings, and I go to the streaming options, you go to the little section at the top that says service, and yes, there's Twitter, there's Restream.io, there's Facebook Live, there's YouTube RTMPS, and there's Twitch, but there's one called Custom. And when you select Custom, you are given the option of entering the server URL and the stream key to whatever streaming service you want. Now, when you create a live stream on Rumble, which I do once a week whenever I can, maybe once every 2 weeks. I stream every now and then to Rumble and other sites is the bottom line. But when you create a live stream on Rumble, a server URL and a stream key are created for your live stream. And you can take that server URL and that stream key and you can put it right here in the custom destination section on OBS and hit apply. And then when you decide to live stream to Rumble with OBS and you hit start streaming, it will start streaming to Rumble. So yes, the OBS CEO coming out and claiming that Rumble is nothing but a site full of racist and hateful content, and therefore they will not add Rumble as a drop-down destination option on their software. Even though that's really bad and really stupid, this shouldn't bother anyone at all because, one, OBS is an open source project, and so if anyone wants to make their own OBS alternative or OBS spinoff, they can do it with OBS's code if they want to. And two, the most important thing is that OBS has a custom destination option that if you have your stream key and your server URL for your Rumble live stream, you can literally just put it in and live stream to Rumble to your heart's content. So yes, OBS is still a good software to use, and you can still stream to Rumble with it despite the ignorant opinion of their CEO regarding Rumble. So yes, that's the truth of the matter. I'm not going to get into a big tissy about what their CEO said because if I wanted to, I could live stream to Rumble with OBS. Now, granted, I only use OBS these days to record my videos that I do offline and then manually upload later. These days, when I live stream to Rumble and other websites, I'm using StreamYard for the most part. And then recently, I started using EveMux with the Proverbs Guys Ministries network. But I don't use OBS to stream. It's been a long time since I've used OBS to stream. I've done it before with varying degrees of success, but these days it's just easier for me to stream to my channels with StreamYard and EveMux, and using OBS to record my videos offline is perfect for what I do. So I'm not really concerned about OBS's CEO and what he said. I'm perfectly content using the OBS software to make TTOR content. And I'm not going to jump on any kind of bandwagon that says, boycott OBS, use OBS alternatives. Now, if there's alternatives to OBS you want to use, feel free. But I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon until I have a very compelling reason to, because OBS is an open source project. The software is very reliable, very professional level, and I enjoy using it to record my videos. So I'm still going to be using OBS going forward until I have a more compelling reason not to. Now, if you're watching this video and you like what you see, but you're concerned about my long-term future on YouTube due to the YouTube censorship that's been going on for the past decade and only been getting worse over time, well, there are a couple different YouTube alternatives you can follow me on. One of which we've been talking about throughout this video, which is Rumble, which is a YouTube alternative that, while it does host a lot of news and politics content that's put out by conservatives and independent content creators who cover news and current events, There's also religion videos, there's gaming videos, there's do-it-yourself videos. There's a wide variety of videos on Rumble, just like there's a wide variety of videos on YouTube. So Rumble is a great site in terms of video sharing and user-generated content. And I back up all of my videos here, and I do live stream my live shows to Rumble, whether it be God TV Radio or the TTOR show or any of my streams I do on the Proverbs Guys Ministries network. And Rumble champions freedom of speech better than YouTube does because there are certain subjects that you cannot talk about on YouTube openly and honestly at all without having your individual videos or your entire channel banned. So on Rumble, those same topics you can talk about as much as you want, and you can be as honest about those subjects as you want, and you won't get banned. So if you like that kind of freedom of speech and you want to see my live shows when they are live on my channel, Rumble is a great place that you should subscribe to me at. You can subscribe to me on Rumble, and you can share my Rumble videos and streams as far and wide as you can. The other place you should definitely subscribe to me on is Quarter. Quarter is an open source alt tech alternative to YouTube that I founded 3 years ago in May of 2022. I think we just hit the 3-year anniversary of the website. And in terms of features and functionality, it offers everything YouTube does and more. You got full HD video upload capacity, including 4K resolution. You got live streaming. You got free restreaming. You got public playlists, an easy-to-use comment moderation system. You can post text and pictures to the comment section as well as the live chats on live streams. And you can do other things that you can't do on YouTube, such as one, writing blog articles where you can not only embed Quarter videos in those posts, you can embed videos from any video site on the internet that allows you to embed using HTML code. There's also the ability to upload pictures instead of videos to your channel. You can upload audio files instead of videos to your channel. You can also create video chat rooms using the Jitsi Meet software that comes with Quarter. And you can do all the video call stuff that you would do with something like Google Hangouts or Zoom. But you can also live stream to your channel from these rooms. So if you don't have StreamYard or EveMux and you don't have OBS to stream to Quarter with, well then you can just create a video chat room right on Quarter and stream to your channel from it. So there's a lot of ways to stream to Quarter, and they're all good. And then there's Quarterbucks, an insight point system that you earn by getting views on your uploads. And once you get enough Quarterbucks, you can actually go ahead and you can promote your whole channel or individual videos on the front page of the website. And in terms of freedom of speech, Quarter is like Rumble in terms of freedom of speech. Basically, as long as you're not promoting terrorism and as long as you're not posting porn, you can say and do and talk about whatever you want on Quarter. It's all good here. So with that, I hope you guys will join Quarter and you'll not just subscribe to my channel, but post your own content to Quarter and just share Quarter as far and wide as you can and help us grow here. With that, I bid you guys adieu and farewell, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.